Putin claims Russia is being canceled, just like J.K. Rowling. Whew. Russian President Vladimir Putin leveled criticism against Western countries, claiming they are trying to cancel Russia. In his speech on Friday, he referenced the criticism Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling received for her transphobic views and comments. Putin said, quote, "Recently they canceled the children's writer J.K. Rowling because she, the author of books that have sold hundreds of millions of copies worldwide, fell out of favor with fans of so-called gender freedom." Rowling has made many anti-trans comments previously, claiming to love trans people, but also essentially questioning their existence. Putin, who has called accepting trans people a crime against humanity, now appears one of those politicians. Rowling, however, has already distanced herself from the Russian leader's remarks. She said, quote, "Critiques of Western cancel culture are possibly not best made by those currently slaughtering civilians for the crime of resistance or who jail and poison their critics," end quote.
J.K. Rowling has a friend. They can hang out together.
Yeah, and Ron DeSantis, they could all get together.
Putin does not understand cancel culture at all. He is getting his ass kicked in a second world country against a first world army, allegedly. She is about to have yet another movie that is billed with, like, the early graphics in the trailer says, from J.K. Rowling. So she has not really been canceled. She's going to have a $100 million opening weekend for her latest movie. This is not cancel culture at all, as we would understand.
Yeah, she really has it's a niche of people who are canceling her.
Yes.
I mean, you know, on the inside track, we know because we pay attention, and those of us who pay attention to us know.
And how despicable of Putin to say that, you know, it's a crime against humanity to stand with the trans community. I mean, Jesus.
But not a surprise at all.
The mental gymnastics to make that kind of, leap.
Well, there it is.
And I also just want to say, like, how I find so troubling the idea of cancel culture. Like, so often we just kind of throw, that is not we, but it just gets, put in this box that being critical of people and calling them out on the things that they say is not cancel culture, right? It's actually just holding people accountable.
Like, defend your observation.
Right, right. Like having a position and standing for what's right.
You know, it's so funny to me, the famous phrase, "the enemy of my enemy is my friend."
Right.
That's what's going on here, because I think both Putin and Rowling miss the point. Putin thinks that Rowling will be an ally because of his position in trans and her position of trans. And she is so horrified because he has identified her as an ally. And so the enemy of my enemy in this instance turns out not to still be my friend. It's really an interesting story. Right.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT